Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today we are playing Darius Twins, which I believe is going to be another in a long stream of shooters that we have for Super Nes. I think other than some JRPGs, that was one of the biggest things I think we wound up with was shooters on Super Nes. I could be mistaken, but I'm feeling like this is definitely a shooter. Darius Twins. Alright, let's see what we got. Let's see how it compares to the other ones we've been playing. If there's anything that stands out. Or if it's just one in a many stream of... Okay. So we have a top and a bottom. Attacks. I mean, it does have its own kind of art style and play style. A little different than some of the... I don't like the way everything looks. Like, you really lose track on some stuff as... Alright, we screwed that one up pretty badly, but that's okay. I do like that... it's kind of, it seems a little random as to what power up you get. Lots going on. Alright, red, it looks like it powers up our weapon. We can hold the button down rather than press it, so we have a steady stream of attacks. So we got missiles coming front and back. Of course the guy comes up and shoot. I do like that they come from all directions and you have to be on the lookout not only from front but also behind as well. Always something I enjoyed, because a lot of the games everything just kind of came at you from the front and that was that. So it is kind of nice to see, this is obviously not the only one that does it. Okay, so we can adjust how many lives we have. Rapid fire is, we can turn rapid fire on and off. And then game level, so not a whole lot, but you know, they do offer that option of how many lives you want. So we'll go into that one more time. Alright, so red does make us our weapon stronger. Blue gives us a force field, and green gives us better missiles. Ah, we ran right into the back of that. Alright, we're not going to suck against this guy as much. Whoa, hey, that's... feels kind of... Ah, we did it anyways, didn't we? But we didn't suck as badly this time. And they have like rapid fire to where we just get hosed, didn't we? Hey. Alright, nice. We're actually starting to get some firepower now, which is much needed in this game. We got hit from behind again. But we're doing much better than we were. No, we just keep getting better. Whoa, hey. All right. Starting to speed up a little bit. Is approaching fast. All right. All right, we can blow up those. We can't hit those. And we can only hit him from the front. But so far, he's pretty decently... other than the one attack that we can avoid, these guys right there, he's really easy. Yeah. But I think the biggest thing is because we had increased firepower is the one thing I think made it easier for us. That's kind of cool. We get to choose planets, a little like Star Fox. Kind of pick which direction we want to go. Let's go this one. Why not? It seems like we sped up a lot. Jesus, these things are not dying at all. Those look like roller skates. I don't know, like, the art design is a little different than some of the other ones. Enemy design, like, we have space fish for the most part, which is very interesting. Enemy design, I'm liking. They do have a plethora of different things. It's not, you know, repeating the same thing over and over and over again. We keep getting more and more things. We've got, like, mini bosses a lot. Which is nice. We still do get, you know, the run of a lot of the same little stuff, but there's a lot of variety going on, which is nice. The power-ups just keep going. I'm hoping that we can see more and we don't hurt ourselves. This one seems to not be doing as well as like the double. Sorry for the dogs playing, but you know, dogs will be doggers. Emperor Fossil. So it is interesting how the missiles turn into these diagonal lasers. Oh wow, we got doubles. Whoa! Hey, now, oh gee. I have a feeling he's going to start doing his thing. Yep. So we can only hit the ones that are shooting at us at the moment. I'm surprisingly doing very well. Oh, Queen is I don't like the flashing where they kind of disappear and reappear. I don't know if that's on purpose or what, but it is aggravating as hell. I think we can kind of get her through this with our diagonal. She seems to be taking some damage. It's going to take longer, but we are staying safe. And that's the important part, right? If the battle takes a little longer, but we live through it, try to pick our spots. She's just spewing forth, man. Got her. I think we level one and done level 1. I'm happy with that. Once you get the hang of it and you actually have power-ups. Alright, we don't have her shield anymore, which I would like to get back. There it is. Oh, we ran into the wall. You know, the nice thing is, even if you die, you don't lose your power-ups, which is pretty nice. Oh, we got ran into right there. I really like how they just keep going. Like, there's always, each power-up doesn't just stop. It just keeps increasing your ship power. And the fact that you don't die, you don't lose anything on dying, which means that you can actually go through and, Jesus, we are just getting creamed by stuff just popping out of everything. But we just got destroyed on this level, man. Stuff just comes out of everywhere. Like right out from below you, you're just like all of a sudden, boom. Oh, I just got hit. What the hell happened there? Blue! And then these little bastards. Blue! More shield. I don't know if it's, you know, if it's, kind of adds on or just refreshes or whatnot, but there's no shield kind of display letting you know kind of what we got going on for our shields. But hey, our ship's pretty. The levels aren't overly like long, which is nice. They're a good size. You get through, you battle a bunch of stuff, you power up your ship. I'm glad that we finally see a different version. Oh, this is going to be a squid. Yeah, this can be a squid, isn't it? So we got to go for the eyes. I think we could just do this again. Yeah, these guys all have kind of a weakness to stuff like this. Which I'm starting to notice, where if you have your missiles, I guess, which aren't even missiles anymore, high enough, you can literally just go above or below the boss and actually just take them out. Most of their stuff is just directed forwards. Oh, I ran myself into the wall. Or into the ground. That was disappointing. All the shields in the world ain't protecting us from that one. Ah, you bastard jumped up behind us. What do we got now? Another red. That doesn't seem to be powering up much anymore for our forward momentum thing. I think we might have hit the threshold onto what is powerful anymore. Oh, blue. We want the blue. Yeah, that's not getting any better either. So I think we are maxed out. And they're really throwing it at us now. It's just like shit right behind us, going through where we can't actually go down because stuff's in the way. Where they're just making it where we're gonna get our asses handed to us there. But all in all, the art design I like. It reminds me of a couple of older NES games that I really enjoyed for like the more creative shooters. This one's interesting. It's got a fish theme for the most part, which is kind of interesting. You know, we're a space thing and everything, but we're being attacked by mechanical fish. Very interesting. It's fun. I really do like the level designs. Each one is very unique and different. You know, it's not kind of a little of that, a little of this. They really jump out and are very distinctive. Lots of different enemy designs, which is really nice. It's not every level with the same thing over and over and over again. It is a very difficult game to a point. The boss fights are interesting and nice, although the first two bosses were more or less the same. But you learn that a lot of the times you can just avoid all the boss stuff by being above or below it and just lining up your missile attack to be able to get in there without having to deal with all their front-facing bullshit. But, I mean, it is definitely ramping up the difficulty. They do have some cheese with, like, the stuff coming up behind you where you're trying to avoid these things shooting that takes up half the screen on his bullets that you can almost not avoid, and when you try to back up, something comes and hits you from behind. So there's a little bit of cheese, but you know what? It's not terrible, and there's enough there to get you by. I like that you don't lose your power-ups when you die, because in games like this, it's like you die, you lose all your power-ups, you start from scratch, and the game is not playable at that point because like none of your bullets kill anything, the bosses take 1,000,000 times more, and all these problems with that kind of the way that plays out on some of the games, which makes it really kind of annoying. You get far, you die, you lose all your power-ups, and you're just kind of screwed and you're just a dead fish in the water. I like the games that don't do that, where we die, we come back with all of our power-ups, we're good to go. It does look like it maxes out, but it does take a while. They do, bounce the thing. I would like to see the ability to pick and choose a little bit more on what you want, at least your front-facing weapon. I started feeling like the double shot early on was doing a little bit better, but our like circle one, so to speak, was actually doing really well. The single one, not as much. I didn't really like it as well. But, oh no, power-ups are good. The game plays well. You know, the controls are really good. It gets fast, but you don't get over the top where everything is too quick, where you end up running into shit way more often. It is difficult, but not too stupidly difficult. They do some cheese, but you learn it, you do it, you have some more fun with it, you can get through. The level designs are good. They're not short, but they're not drawn out. They almost feel perfectly sized to where you go through, you get some stuff done, you have a little bit of fun, boom, you're at a boss, you're moving on. You're going through, you're not taking like 10-minute levels where it's just more and more of the same over and over and over again, which is really nice. You get that clump of stuff. They're like, okay, this is what this level's gonna do, and then you're done with it. You move on to something completely different. That's what that level does. You cope, you adjust, and you move on to the next one. I really like that, where you're not being pegged repetitively with the same stuff throughout so many things. So all in all, it's not like an amazing, game-changing shooter by any means, but it is good. I like the art style and the enemy design better than a lot of the more generic, space shooters where it's just a generic X-wing this and wing that. And I like the way they do a lot of like the mini-boss kind of fish stuff going on where it's really fun, creative, They work well. Everything functions good. It's not over the top, but it actually has a little difficulty, a little bite to it. And it's just a lot of fun. So I highly recommend it. So with that being said, guys, thanks for joining. Until next time, you guys have a good one.